And we're live on YouTube. Hey, everybody, welcome to the cafe. Come on in, grab your coffee or tea, pull up a chair, and let's hang out on this Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024, almost Halloween. Oh my God. This is crazy, Michelle. Oh, wait, no, it says Zoom user. So I have to call you
Right?
Zoom user.
Haven't figured out how to change that yet.
There's got to be a way to sign in when you're on that device versus your other device.
I know. I know.
It's crazy. Make Dan do it.
Oh, he's even more technologically
And
illiterate than I am.
I like inept.
Yes, yes.
Mm. Oh, a little bit of a false start there. Had
That's all right.
had everything muted. Yeah. So I thought Charlotte was going to be here, but no word from Charlotte. So I guess it's just us.
Yeah, that's all right. Maybe she'll join us at the
Yeah,
last minute.
that's happened before where she's just
Hmm.
popped in here.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm still loving your jack-o'-lantern in the back there, flashing the colors.
I love him. He is so cute.
Awesome. Getting into the theme of the season here,
Yes,
and everything. Getting into the spirit of the season. I guess that's what I meant.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Just just a little off the last couple of days, Monday's show and today's show. And, mostly it's because I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. And I had to go for an echocardiogram at the VA. And then today I had to see the cardiologist. Everything's looking good so far. Yay.
Good,
Got to do more
good,
tests though. Did an EKG and that was fine too. Uh,
good.
I'm gonna do a 30-day heart monitoring where you wear a heart monitor for 30 days. It sounds like a pain in the
So
ass.
much fun.
Yeah. And then I have to go do a stress test, run on the
Yep.
treadmill. They do chemical
Hmm.
stress tests now for people that can't do that.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. But my
that's good to
cardiologist
know.
says she prefers the treadmill ones. So I'm going to try to do that and not pass out and die, because I'm old.
Right.
Yeah. So Dan said, so did they find a heart when they were doing the echocardiogram? Yes, Dan, I'm not the Tin Man. I actually have a heart. Apparently, everything's flowing correctly. The heart's functioning correctly. All the valves are opening and closing correctly. There doesn't seem to be any leaks or nothing significant anyway. I mean, I'm always a little leaky, but I blame that on my IBS.
There you
Ah,
go. Yep.
I'm telling you. Oh, so yeah, if the vibe's off, there's a lot of things going on in the personal life. There's, taking care of a lot of things and a lot of people. Also, we had like 6 certifications in the last couple of weeks. That was a lot. Congratulations again to everybody that got certified.
Yay. Yes. Congratulations.
Actually, I think I have that somewhere. There it is. Shenlei and Michelle and Gretchen and even Daniel, squeaked by. Yeah. Oh gosh. And there's more. There's more. In fact, there's a big one, but I'm saving it for the anniversary of the Tarot Guild.
Ooh,
We're coming
yeah.
up on the 20th anniversary. Yep. In fact, I have the show banner already ready and up and everything. It's already
I love it.
isn't that a gorgeous banner? I love how it came out.
It is. Yes.
Happy Halloween, but also celebrating 20 years of the Tarot Guild.
Yep.
2004,
Wow.
2004 to 2024. I cannot believe that. Dan says,
Wow.
thank you for the congratulations. Now on to my CTP, certified tarot professional. Get to work, Dan. Write some articles, do some stuff, more certifications in other fields, get qualified there, professional development. Anyway, we were going to have it like we normally do on October 31st. Um, but I decided this year we're moving it to Friday because we don't have a show on Friday right now. So we're moving it to Friday, November 1st. And it's for a few reasons. I mean, for one thing, it's Halloween. People might not be around to hear the show, they might be out trick-or-treating. It's also my friend Doug's birthday. I think he's turning 51. It's his birthday. And if I was going to do this on Thursday at 6:30 p.m., I would have to go out for his birthday and then rush back to do the show.
And
So
that's not fair. Yeah.
that's not fair to him. And plus, it's
Or
Halloween.
you.
We want
Yeah.
to see if anybody dresses up. We usually go to, some of the posts around town, American Legion, DAV, and VFW. But yeah, so we're moving it to Friday. And we don't normally do shows on Friday, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yes, it will. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
there we go.
And then your show's coming up on Saturday.
Saturday.
We're going to talk about decks.
Yes.
Yep. In fact, speaking of decks, I thought of the Halloween tarot, which it's been out for as long as the guild. It's 20 years old
Really?
now. Yeah, I didn't know it was that old, but I
I
think I
didn't
saw
either.
I'm pretty sure I saw the publication date was the was 2004. I don't know the exact date, but wait, here, let me put it in. Here's the link. I'm going to put the link in the chat for everybody. If you want to grab this deck, it's psychic.cafe/Halloween tarot.
Is it
And
Halloween tarot or Jack-o'-lantern tarot?
no, this is the Halloween tarot. This is by US.
Okay.
This is something different. This is by US Games. And it's actually older than that. I was wrong. It's 2002.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and currently on Amazon, it's 5% off, $20.80. If you buy it through our link, psychic.cafe/Halloween tarot, then the Tarot Guild and Psychic Cafe will get a little kickback from Amazon. But yeah, it's one of my favorite decks. It's been out for forever. I just love that. Now, I did have,
Yes.
yeah, I think it's so cute. It's just perfect for, the kids dressing up, and if you're doing readings for them, that's a clever idea. Why not, like, think about it. You could set up a table and dress up as a gypsy or something in front of your house with your
Right?
candy that you're giving away, and you could do free tarot readings,
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
or maybe do tarot readings, but you have to give me a piece of candy.
That's the trick part.
Right, right. And
Yes.
yeah, you were mentioning the
Oh,
jack-o'-lantern
that's
tarot.
right.
This
Yep.
one's newer though. This is
It is.
uh I just got this from, I don't know who gave me this, but
Me.
no, Michelle and Dan sent me this in a care package. It was really neat. And I still haven't used it on a show yet. I guess I need to get around to using it. I'm a little bit scared too, only because I'm not sure about like the symbolism and everything. I'm so used to my decks that I use. And heck, I've been using Pamela Steele's Steel Wizard Tarot, and I'm still getting used to what the
Right.
cards look like in this deck, which I think it's very good though, and I'm adjusting really well. But with Jack
Yeah.
Lanterns, it might be a little bit harder. In fact, look at this. This is the Weaver card 22. You know,
Yes.
the the major arcana only goes up to 21, but yeah. Pamela put in four more core cards, the maidens. She always thought that there should be, the female version of the pages. Basically, the pages we just lumped in girls and boys. So now you've got pages and maidens, knights, queens, and kings. And then she added, let's see, she added 10 cards total. So six more major arcana cards. This is one of them, the Weaver. Really cool. Yeah. So I'm still getting used to that. I don't know about the jack-o'-lantern tarot.
Well, we're gonna go through it on Saturdays.
Oh, that's gonna be great. Yeah, because we're doing that whole discussion. Let me sing it. Let me see if I can bring that up real quick. I've got like all these other things open right now. There it is. Halloween deck fun. This coming
Yes.
Saturday, October 26th, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Remember, during the week we do evening shows, but it is a morning show, afternoon show on Saturdays and Sundays. And so Halloween deck fun. I'll be talking about some of my favorite decks as well.
Hmm.
Yep. And the Halloween tarot was just one of those decks. And
Yes.
I did an article and I've been adding to it each year. I think I did it like 3 or 4 years ago originally, and every year I've added new Halloween decks that have come out that year. Well, when we switched from the old Ning site to the new Psychic Cafe site, I lost all the articles.
Oh gosh.
It was
Yeah.
just it was just too much to copy and paste like 350 articles. I was like, screw it, we're going to start from scratch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
but I forgot about the Halloween article, and so I lost that. And I had all the pictures downloaded. I had everything set up on. Actually, I had to start putting it on separate articles. So I had like part one, part two, part three Halloween decks because there was so many,
Oh my goodness.
and I had links to where you could go buy all of those decks. So if they were on Amazon, I had the Amazon links, but several of them you could only buy them through their Kickstarter page or from their website or from the publisher's website. And even though we didn't get any kickbacks on those, I still linked to everything to make it easy for everybody. So I'm thinking this year, starting over again, but thinking of doing a shorter article, Michelle, with just like couple, two or three tarot decks, couple of oracle decks, couple of Lenormand, and just so it's not overwhelming, just
Yeah.
give my top picks. So I'll have the Halloween deck on there, I'll have the jack-o'-lantern on there, and maybe a couple others. If you have any,
Right.
let me know what ones you've got.
I
And
will.
I know we're talking about it on Saturday, but it would be great if I could have a list ahead of time because then I could get links for everything for everyone.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
yeah.
I have a couple of really fun decks. I have my
Mm,
Halloween Oracle. I have my Trick or Treat Tarot. Um, oh my goodness. Oh, I have my The Cute Ghost Tarot. I love that one. It's so fun.
yep.
It always makes me think of Ellie. She
Hmm.
said she did not make it, but it is by the Moonchild Tarot.
I know. I love. Yeah, and now someone has it, so she can't do a Moonchild tarot. She could do a Moonchild Oracle maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless there's one of those too, there might be. Hey, I'm looking in the chat. Angela just came in. She put in her pumpkin. Um, what do you call those things? The emote. And Miss Scottish is here as well. Miss Scottish is asking about a reading. So let's tell everybody that's listening live, just go into the chat if you're not in there yet. Psychic.cafe/live will always bring you to the live on YouTube where you'll be in the chat. It always takes you to that page for all the days of the week that we're doing shows. So you just type it in psychic.cafe/live and just put your question in. You don't have to ask, can I get a reading? You don't have to ask, can I get on a list? There's no list. Okay. Just type in the chat what your question is. Be very specific. Keep it to 1 or 2 lines. Don't go on for like a paragraph. It's hard to read all that text during a live show. And, if you don't have a specific question, get a general reading. You can say something like, can I have a general reading? We'll pull a card or two. Or you could say, can I have a message from my angels or a message from my guides, a message from the universe, however you want to word it. And we'll pull a card or two or three. So go ahead, Miss Scottish, go ahead and put your question in. Angela, if you have a question, Dan, if you have a burning question, although he's a certified tarot reader now, he should be able to do his own, right? I'm just kidding.
Exactly. He should. Oh, I got him a new cup
Oh
for
yeah.
congratulations. And of
Oh.
course, that's across the room, but it's so cute. It's white
Mm-hmm.
with a black handle. It's black inside, and on the front, it's the lover's card. But they're
Mm.
like they're they're bones, they're skeletons. It's so cute.
Right. Well, it's funny. I was just joking because I don't always trust myself. I mean, yeah, I pull cards for myself. But then because I'm president of the Tarot Guild for the last 20 years, I have a lot of readers that I can just, send a message to on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Hey, hun, can you do a reading for me real quick?
Right? Yes. Because
Yes.
I can read it wrong for myself.
Yeah, I just, I like to double check because I don't trust myself. Uh,
Yep.
we've done shows and done workshops on that, how to read for yourself, but um you can read for yourself. There's little
Oh
tips
yeah.
and tricks, but I prefer to like get a third party's input because they'll see something that I missed. I may even send them the cards that I got and see what they say about the cards I got. Yep.
So
By the way, scrolling right now, grab us a cup of coffee. Look at that. Psychic.cafe/coffee. Oh, another thing that's thrown me off the last couple of days, besides all the craziness going on with, you know, medical appointments, tests, cardiologist, am I alive? Do I have a heart? Like Dan said. Besides all that, and then all the, oh my God, the work, just keeping up with everybody. People are like, people wonder why we don't have all the pages up on the website yet. Like you go down to the footer on the website and it just says, copyright Psychic Guild, Psychic Cafe. I'm mixing up with the Tarot Guild, Psychic Cafe, and I'm gonna have a footer with, how you go to the bottom of websites and they'll have like every link listed out so you can find exactly what you're looking for. But there's the main navigation up here, which is, more curtailed so that you're taken on a journey to where you need to go. That's just blank. It's because I haven't had time.
yeah,
With
yeah,
just keeping up with the shows, making all the banners for the shows. I needed a special banner, obviously, for Halloween and the Tarot Guild's anniversary. Doing the certifications, processing all that. Then when they get certified, making their certificates up, mailing it out to them with instructions. This file is for use online. This file is for use for printing out your certificate. Blah blah blah. It just goes. Oh my God. But besides all of that, it's also been weird not having blog talk. So, there's no intro
Yeah,
music and no phone lines. And so it's just us here.
very quiet. Yeah,
So my rhythm's off a little bit because what I'm used to happening is we play our intro music and we come on to, the radio shows because we would simulcast on radio and on YouTube. So the video stream. So the radio show would start and you'd hear the blog talk jingle, the music would start up, and then I would send the video stream feed into YouTube, and then the music would be playing, we'd wave hi, and then after the music started to fade, I would do the intro to the show, because I'm used to doing a radio intro, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you're listening to us from across the globe. But now I just push a button, we're streaming. Hi, we're here. It's kind of disconcerting. I'm not even sure where to go for that after 14 years of doing the big intro thing. Anyway, but we're muddling through. So I think Miss Scottish got her question in there. Nicole, I'd love to ask a question if there's time. We've only just started the show, Nicole. You missed my whole spiel where I just said, don't ask if you can have, oh, I guess the way to put it, Michelle, would be don't ask if you can ask. Just
right. Yep,
just
just
put the
put it
question in.
in.
Put the question in. And if you want a general, let us know. General message from the universe, whatever. But before we do that,
Absolutely.
cards of the day. Did you pull cards?
I did not.
Well, I did. Let me do my
I'm
cards.
so glad.
Yes. And I put them up on a slide here so it's easier for us to see them all. It's again from, the fabulous. I wonder if I can do that real quick. Hold on. Get the cafe link here. If I go all the way to the top with this cafe link here, and let's see if I can put that in here. Steel Wizard. There you go. There's the link to get the Steel Wizard Tarot. That's right.
Yes.
I'm going to put that in chat too while we're talking about it. Steel Wizard. And right now it's like, let me see. Steel Wizard. Psyche.cafe/Steel Wizard. Again, that's our affiliate link. We'll get a little bit of kickback. And I do say little because you know what, Michelle? They keep dropping the price of the
Yes.
Steel Wizard third edition box set. You know what? They dropped it again. I'm looking at it right now.
Really?
Yes, it's 54% off. So
Hmm.
it was 34.99, which for a box set with that thick instruction book and the 888 card deck, 35 bucks
Yeah.
is a good price. Guess what? It's 1607 right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had her on with me. I had
Sunday?
yeah, I had Pamela on with me Sunday and it was 40 some percent off. It was 1907. Now I'm looking at it right now. Of course, this is my location, and they're really sneaky, these big companies. Like if you're in a ritzy area, they'll jack up the price. And no one knows that you're the only one seeing that price because you're in, I don't know, New York or something, or overseas, or or in Canada. They jack up everything in Canada. Anyway, but I'm looking at it right now, 54% off, $16.07. This is totally worth grabbing this now. I mean, literally just grab this. I cannot believe it's that cheap. Wow. Wow. I gotta tell Pamela. She's got to do a promotion on it because
Yeah.
I bet she could sell a whole bunch of them. Not that she makes a lot of money and neither will we. We'll get maybe less than a dollar.
Yeah, but still.
every deck we sell. But back to the cards of the day, I got the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So what are we talking about here? So this combination can indicate a time of rapid movement. That's that Eight of Wands, and progress that is causing great mental stress, the Nine of Swords. This combination can also suggest travel or a change of location that's causing you to feel anxious or uncomfortable. So that, let me know in the chat which ones of these it kind of fits you. Alternatively, the combination of the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords can also indicate that you are actively trying to achieve your goals, but you have fears and worries that are holding you back. Yeah. So there's a couple of different ideas for this combination. Swords of course are thoughts and ideas, and when you've got nine swords, that is definitely overthinking. And the Eight of Wands, eight is abundance in numerology, actually. That's actually a very abundant card. If you're feeling, if you're having any of these issues, just remember that, you're moving forward. You're able to accomplish a lot right now, and that what's holding you back is overthinking on a lot of this. I think that's really what's going on. What do you think, Michelle?
I have to agree
Okay,
with you.
there she is. I
I
was like,
know
where
I
did she
couldn't
go?
get to the couldn't get there quick enough. Um, with the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords, it's the Nine of Swords is talking about, the end of a cycle. And it is time to end that cycle of that overthinking and that negative thinking. It's time to get rid of that and start thinking positively and really changing that card to where you're not sitting there in the middle of the night waking up with stress from the mind of not being able to concentrate. And that's what you need to work on. Yeah.
Awesome. So Nettie also came in, and we're going to go
Oh,
back
hi,
to,
Daddy.
let me see here. Angela retracted a message, so I'm not sure. Angela, did you have a question? If you did, pop it in the chat. We'll take it after Nettie's and Nicole's. We got Nicole's finally, and we got Miss Scottish's. Um, I just got to find it again. Are my plans going to go to plan? That's Miss Scottish. And you know what? I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, you have plans, and it's being depicted you as the Queen of Swords cutting through all the bullshit with the sword. You have one sword, which means, remember what we just said about swords, thoughts and ideas. So you have a single idea, you're focused on that. That's great. You're able to make this happen. Um, and I also got hold on. Holy cow, how do I cover that? Okay. PG, I have to do some covering on this card here. Boy, Pamela. Anyway, yeah, she's got everything, See, like in the Wade Smith version of the world, there is the cosmic dancer too, but the sash here goes across the boobage and everything else and covers it all. But
Yes.
in Pamela's, it's falling off. What does that tell you? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, card 21, the world. So this card shows up. This is, success. It's completion, success. You can make it happen. The world is at your fingers. Also, I think of the World Wide Web when I see this, So if you're doing anything with the web, three is creativity and communication. 21 reduces to three. Two plus one is three. We call that reduction in numerology. And so creativity and communication, that is the message coming through here. Now, I did get the Five of Pentacles literally feeling left out in the cold. But if you look right behind you, there is like a cathedral, a stained glass window. There's help right there. There's help. So when you ask that question, let me go back to the question. Are my plans going to go as planned? If you're worried about that, obviously if you're asking that question, that makes me wonder, right? So you need to get out of the stinking thinking. There's help if you need it to make this happen. And with the Queen of Swords, you're the Queen of Swords, and the World card, you can definitely make it happen. Oh, I forgot to cover the boobage. I'm gonna get demonetized. Oh my god. Anyway, so there you go. Hope that helped you out. The next question was from Nicole. Here you go, Michelle. I'd love to know why Kian came into my life. Why did Kian come into my life?
Okay, so here is what I am getting. There is a connection between the two of you. I have the heart card. It does not necessarily mean there is a love relationship, just a connection, okay? But I feel like he is bringing a message for you, and it has something to do with the the heart. So we have the writer card, and that's the message card. And with this, it feels like he is coming towards you. So he's coming towards the heart. So this is saying that he has the message for you. But with this house card, this house deals with comfort and security. And I feel like this message that is coming for you from him is about your comfort, your own security, your own mental safety. And whether it's good news that he's bringing or bad news that he's bringing, this is telling you one way or the other, it is about you. It is about your inner home. Okay. And so now is the time to just protect your inner home, protect your inner self, make sure you have growth going on, um, and you're just connecting with your higher self, meditating, and being prepared for the message that's going to come in for you. And so I hope that is helpful for you.
Wow, awesome. I got some interesting cards for Nettie's question. Nettie's just asking for a general, but I picked a couple
Okay.
of cards, and what's really cool about this is we get to show the difference um between the traditional Waite Smith and tarot in general, way of describing cards and what Pamela did. Because are you there, Michelle?
I am.
The
Oh,
the craziest two cards, death, that everybody's like, when the death card comes up, you remember Solitaire and Live and
oh
Let Die,
yeah.
and James Bond, and it's the death card. It's like, well, it's James Bond. Of course, people are gonna die. Hello, you know.
Yes.
Each time they have a higher body count each movie that comes out,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
but we know it's one door closing, another door opening. It's like transition, and so she named the card transition. And yes, I have to do this again. What is it with Pamela and boobage? I can't wait to get her on the show so we could talk about this. But yeah, it's not just boobage though, it's buttage. Buttage and boobage. She could have the person turned so that it's just boobage, or turn the other way so it's just buttage. But no, she's got to get him full in there. And it's a butterfly coming from the cocoon, so like transition. So this is suggesting the message for you, Nettie, is there's a transition. But I also got the devil card. but she does it as materialism. Now look at this, Michelle. So instead of the devil card, I prefer this. I prefer materialism.
I like that.
And
Yes.
and he's like reaching for, I don't even know what that's, but it's like
Looks like a rope.
a rope to get out of the hole that he's in. That's
Yeah.
the feeling I get is that he's in a hole. Notice in his bag, he's got like, I think, gold objects that he might have, I don't know, maybe ripped off, and now he's trying to escape with those things. And if he would just drop the bag, he would be able to grab the rope. But because he's so stuck in the materialism, but did you know what's different? Did you notice what's different between this card and this card?
The nudity aspect.
This no, this is, yes, but that was female. This is a guy, and ooh,
Oh,
hot,
yeah.
very muscular. Look at
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Very.
But you notice his back is to us. We don't get to see any boobage, any frontal,
Right?
any, not
No
even butt.
frontal nudity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to have a conversation with Pam because I feel like,
He
the
just
gay
got
guys,
cheated.
the gay guys and the straight women are getting cheated here, you know? Anyway,
I'm all
but yeah,
looking for her card.
yeah. So the message coming through Nettie to me, the materialism was the first card I pulled. So that's what we're attached to. It could just be straightforward materialism. Are you being materialistic on something, Nettie? I feel though what it is, and look at the color difference. Put your card up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Notice how yours has greens,
Mm-hmm.
or at least it looks that way in the camera, and mine's gray. Isn't
Yeah.
that weird?
See, now mine looks more gray
Do I
to
have a different
me.
deck than? No,
No,
you have the third
it's the
edition.
camera.
It's just the
Yeah,
camera.
it is. Because when I go like this, it's more gray.
I hate technology. Anyway, no, I love technology. But so what's going on here is it's also what we're attached to. So, Nettie, what are you attached to? What are you holding on to? Bad habits, baggage from past relationships, um, old crap from uh the job, previous work environments, things like that. If you can get rid of that, you're going to make this transition, you see, and that's going to be very beneficial. Uh-oh, I forgot to cover the boobage again. Anyway, hopefully, and the buttage. Hopefully we won't get demonetized. Anyway, so that was for Nettie. I hope that helps you out. Let's see. We did Nicole's. Davon just came in. Hi, Davon. If you got a question, just pop it in the chat.
Hi,
Dan,
Ladybug.
Dan says it's just expressing that if you remove all inhibitions, then all that resistance, the naked truth. Okay, that did not make sense to me, but that's okay. Angela said, I'd love a message from my spirit guide so much. So, Michelle, go ahead and do the spirit guides.
Okay. Okay, so I have the Hermit card. Okay. I have the Wheel of Fortune, and I have the Eight of Wands. Now, this card says fire, but fire is also wands. So now let's put that together. With the Hermit, what you need to do is really take some time to look at self discovery. Look at what you have available to you. Do you have someone that might be able to help you, a mentor, a friend, someone that can help you to see what you need to see the bigger picture, right? Because you got the Wheel of Fortune. And when it comes to Wheel of Fortune, it means that there is a change coming. Fate's going to start turning that wheel, but you are ultimately in control. And so you need to take that time to really study some things out, learn some things about yourself, get ready for that change to happen because it's going to happen quickly. Eight is a pretty fast number, right? And so it's going to happen quickly. You're going to have to do some multitasking, okay? And you're going to have to actually put yourself out there and do some work while you are inside the hermit mode and searching some things out. You're going to have to do work on yourself. And that's what your spirit guides are telling you. It's time to do inner work on yourself so that you can reach for the stars and change the things that you need to change while the changes are going on around you.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I have for you, and I hope that is helpful.
Awesome. And by the way, if you want to get in touch with us in between shows, you can message us from Psychic Cafe, and these URLs will take you right to our pages, our profiles, and you need to sign in to hit the message button, but it's free to sign up. So sign up on the website, go over and register. There's actually a link for that, which is psychic.cafe/register. But if you just go to Psychic Cafe, if you're not already signed in, you're going to be prompted to sign in or to register. So just do that. You can go to my page and you can go to Michelle's page. You can book sessions with us and so forth like that. Alrighty, let me put that in the chat. So psychic.cafe/Dax, psychic.cafe/Michelle. There we go. Awesome sauce. And by the way, Charlotte did make it, well, at least into the chat room.
Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte, we missed you. Not that you're missing anything. It's a very quiet show. We're going to end early, probably. But glad you made it. And I'll just make a couple announcements real quick here, and that'll give time. If anybody does have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat. Once again, I want you to mark your calendars. Friday, November 1st, 6:30 p.m. San Diego time, 9:30 p.m. New York time. We're going to be celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Tarot Guild. It's the Tarot Guild's 20th birthday. And happy Halloween as well. I know it's not on Halloween, but we decided last minute to move it to November 1st because, well, a lot of people are going to be trick or treating and stuff like that. Anyway, okay. And the fall sale is still going on. Remember, half off professional certification. So if you're a member of the guild and you're ready to get certified, there's a link on the private group for the members. You'll see a link to get it for just, I think it's $69. Yeah, half off, $69. But there's also great discounts on membership, our course, readings. So my readings are 30% off, just $69 for a reading as well. Scroll down on this page, psychic.cafe/fall. Let me put that in the chat while I'm thinking about it. There we go. Okay. And with my course is $100 off. So instead of $299, it's $199 right now. But you also get your certification that I was just talking about and the membership. You get it free. So not only do you save that $100, you save $200 with the professional certification and membership. Basically, you save $300 total on that. There's that package deal. If you don't need the course, there's a package deal on membership and certification. If you're not a member yet, you can join the guild and get your professional certification for $99. Yes, that is less than half off. That is even better than the half off certification deal. Yes, it's all on page and explained on psychic.cafe/fall. If you're confused about anything or need any help, just message me through the website. You can also email me, dax@psychic.cafe. That's right. And psychic.cafe/coffee will take you over to our coffee page. Grab us a cup of coffee. Send us some love if you're enjoying the shows. That's our tip jar. Yeah. And then our next live show, let's see. I got to check the calendar here. Our next live show is actually going to be normally there's one tomorrow, but we're actually taking Thursday and Friday off this week. We took Thursday off last week, taking no, Wednesday off last week. We're taking Thursday off this week uh because Ellie can't be here anyway. And I did invite her to tonight's show, but I don't know if she got the message. So our
It's
next
just
show,
not a Thursday night without Ellie.
I know, I know,
Yeah.
yeah. But the next show then is actually going to be Saturday. We mentioned in the beginning of the show, Saturday, October 26th, Halloween deck fun on Michelle's Mystic Corner. So we're going to be talking about all kinds of Halloween decks, Oracle decks, Tarot decks, Learn to Mind decks. They're all Halloween, and you can
Yes.
have a lot of
That's gonna,
fun.
that's gonna be a cool show.
Oh yeah, I used to do it every year, and I did an article that went along with it, and I explained this in the beginning of the show, but you weren't here, Charlotte. And I've been growing that article, but I lost it when we switched websites, and there was like God 150, 200 decks on it. I actually had to break it up into a couple of separate articles, like part one, part two, because there was so many decks. I'm thinking of doing another article on Psychic Cafe, and this time I'm gonna keep it to like a handful of decks, you know,
Yeah.
my favorite ones this year or something like that, you know? Yeah. Did you see
Yep.
that? Oh, you probably didn't see that earlier, Charlotte. I actually had the Halloween tarot up. Psychic.cafe/Halloween tarot. You can go grab that deck. It's actually from 2002. Yeah, I thought it was 20 years old, 2004, like the Tarot Guild, but it's actually 22 years old. Yes, indeedy. And then that Sunday, this coming Sunday, after Michelle's Mystic Corner on Saturday, we're having our live Zoom discussion and Q&A. You have to be a member to attend. It's live mentoring, coaching, discussion, any topics you want to discuss, and a live Q&A. You can get all your questions answered. Go over to psychic.cafe/Zoom to check it out. I'll pop that in the chat too. Zoom.
And
And
it's always so much fun. We have such great discussions.
yeah, and you have to be a member, but it's on sale right now, $69. That you divide that by 12 comes out to be five something a month. So it's like the cost of a
Yeah.
latte at Starbucks. And you get free live mentoring, and you can ask any question you want. You know, it's worth a lot more than that. Let me just say. And you get all these other benefits as a member of the Tarot Guild on top of that. Yep. So I
And
hope you avail
sometimes
the
it's
time.
just a crazy free for all, which is those are great days too.
Sometimes it's just fun. You know, we
Yeah.
talk about favorite books, favorite decks. You can ask questions about starting your business, about putting your business on Psychic Cafe and getting a custom URL, all that stuff, buy buttons. I can show you how to do your profile. I can bring up, you know, share your desktop on Zoom there and, you know, walk you through any of the features that you're wondering how to use, things along those lines as well. And I did want to mention the Angelic View is coming back on the see November. Looking on the calendar here. November. What? That doesn't look right. November 17th. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. November 17th. And she will then be on the first and third Sundays of the month with the Angelic View, Maria G. Moss. Maria G. Moss.
Yay.
And hey, just like Michelle and Ellie and Charlotte and Maria and Janice, you can come and become a host on the network. Go over to psychic.cafe/hosting and read all about being a host on the network. There's lots of opportunities. You can do pre-recorded shows, you can do live shows, you can do custom shows where it's your own show with your own show title, and we make the banners for you and everything like that. You can have your own logo and everything, or you can just become a guest co-host like Michelle and Charlotte are doing, and come on these shows during the week, and you can promote yourself, promote your readings, anything else you have going on. You have a deck for sale, you have a book for sale, you've got a workshop for sale. You can become a host. Psychic.cafe/hosting. By the way, don't mention it very much, but your monthly hosting fee, which is only like $37 a month, it includes my course. It includes certification. It includes the membership. Everything's included when you become a host. So I just wanted to mention that because we rarely do we bring that up, but I just thought I'd mention that. The price might be going up by the beginning of next year to maybe like 47 a month. The reason for that is that we're also going to be doing a lot of back end things for the members and the hosts. We're going to be doing your own website. We're going to be creating your own website for you and just a whole bunch of things like that, which would cost a lot of money. but
A
everything,
lot.
but everything is included in your monthly membership. And I guess I shouldn't say it that way. Your monthly hosting fee as a host on the network, and you get the membership and everything and certification and all, because we want all of our hosts to be certified. But for those of you that are, audience members, just like to hang out at the shows and things, did you know you can go over and register on the website free? Just go over to psychic.cafe. You'll be greeted with this at the top of the page, big green join us now, it's free button. And you see the arrows. You can click register. You can click any of the social media connections to connect that way, or you can click the big green join us now, it's free, which just takes you to the register page like the other link there, and just sign up with a screen name, password, and everything like that. Awesome sauce. So that's everything going on the network.
Yep.
Did we have another question? See, Angela said your reading resonated.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad it did.
Oh, see, Dan's saying something about 11/1/2024 reduces. I guess it depends on how you do the reduction though, because we're in an 8 world year. That's the 2024 reduces to 8. Plus 1 plus 11 is 20. So it's that 2 energy, which is perfect for the Tarot Guild and for the anniversary, the birthday, Psychic Cafe, the whole thing, because that's what it's all about. That 2 energy, relationships and uh,
Oh,
cooperation,
yeah.
all that. I don't know what he means
I,
by has an 11 power number.
because one
One.
plus one plus one plus two plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 11.
Oh, okay. So he added it straight across.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's so apropos. I thought that's what he was saying, but I wasn't
Hmm.
entirely sure. So that's the master illuminator number, 11.
Yes.
Wow. That's perfect too. I'm glad we decided to hold off to Friday the 1st now.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Wow. I don't think there's any other questions, so we're like nearing the end of the show. How you been, Charlotte, since Monday?
kind of been busy and um in a weird, just a totally different space this week than I've been in for a long time. So I'm trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together, figure out what it means. In fact, I just, while you were talking, I was pulling cards for myself, going, what the hell is my life doing right now?
Oh, that's so funny. I was going to say, you guys should pull cards for me.
I'll pull cards for you.
Mm. Yeah, after all the stuff in the beginning of this week with the cardiologist, the lab tests, the echocardiogram, now I'm going to have to go in for a stress test. I'm going to have to wear a heart monitor for 30 days. I'm like, what's going on?
I had to wear one of those for um 3 days
Mm-hmm.
when I was like under some really crazy stress. And God, what a pain in the ass it was. But I don't think there is it was called a Holter monitor. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're as bulky as they used to be, but you had to wear this thing around your neck. And so
Got it.
I do not envy that, other than wearing it increases your chance of them figuring out
Yep.
what's going on and being able to do something maybe as simple as just adding a medication to your regimen, and then, Bob's your uncle.
Well, the nice
So,
thing was the echocardiogram came out pretty good. Like
right.
no significant leakage in the valves. The valves are all opening and closing properly. The heart's probably so that's pretty good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I pulled a card to see what I would get, and I got the magician card. And it's so funny because when you look through a deck and I guess I would say like all the way back from like when I first ever went through the entire tarot deck, certain cards spoke to me. And the magician was one of them. In the Waite Smith version, Pamela Smith's version of the magician looked exactly like what I looked like when I was young, with the dark hair, tall, slender. Um, and then another one is the Page of Swords, because uh, that correlates with Mercury and Gemini. And then the Temperance card. The Temperance card's always been like my main card. I mean, I developed the whole concept of the Temprian principle and the Temprian path and everything from doing, meditations on that particular card. And I never liked the term temperance because I felt like it wasn't the essence of the card, which is more balance. And that's when I came across the word temprian, which comes from the same root word to temper as to temperance, but it doesn't mean what temperance means. It means the middle path between two extremes. Whereas
Yep.
temperance, you think of the temperance movement of the 20s, where it's complete abstaining from alcohol. That's an extreme. You got alcoholism on one pole and temperance on the other pole. So that's why I never liked that. But yeah, that card was, really big. And to this day, if I ever get a new deck, I go through the first three cards I look at is the Magician, Temperance, and I look at the Page of Swords. Yeah. But I got
Yeah,
the Magician.
mine's
So
nice.
I guess it's all in my hands what goes on with my health and everything like that. I think this is a subtle way for the universe and the tarot deck to say, go to the frickin' gym
Or maybe
and eat
Mr.
better.
Mr. OCD, cut yourself a break once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, and I got the Justice card, which is
Ooh.
which I feel is saying you're out of balance somewhere.
Oh,
And
that could
then
be. Yeah.
And then you've got the five of earth, which we know as coins,
I know a lot of
pentacles,
it
which,
is stress, and that's being out of
mhm,
balance.
and you're worrying. So we know you're worrying,
Oh yeah.
which is completely adding.
What's that card?
This is the five of earth.
Okay. So like the
So
five of
you're
pentacles kind
you're over worrying, and it's adding to only one side of your balance,
of. Mm-hmm.
to your scale, which is making you off balance even more. But there's good news now. You have the ace of air and you have the star. So you have two cards that are talking about inspiration, right?
Yeah.
So there is good news ahead for you. Okay. And that good news is that there's a challenge ahead for you. But if you stay determined, and you will be successful with whatever it is you need to deal with in your health. I'm not a doctor, but in dealing with your health,
Yeah.
I got the seven of fire and the king of earth. So stay on track, and you're gonna get that balance back.
Oh yeah. And when you pulled that uh five of pentacles, five earth, it,
Yes.
I was right away, I thought of some of the other versions of that card, and I was like, oh, that's totally me right now. I'm in a five of pentacles moment. But
Over worrying.
what deck is that?
Actually, this is a really cool deck. It's actually called the Guardian Angel Messages.
Wow.
But it's just a really pretty down to earth deck.
Yeah.
I
Who's the
thought it was
author
going to
on
be
that?
more Radley Valentine,
Oh,
but there's no
Yay.
it's but
It's a
it's not
Radley Valentine
necessarily
deck.
angels. I mean, there's some angels
Yeah, I didn't get
in the
angel
picture, but
feel at all from that deck. You know what I
nope.
thought it was, because there was so many male figures on it. I thought it was one of the 3, 4, 5 uh LGBTQ decks that are out there.
Oh,
There's some gay decks, and you know
yeah,
and it's all guys on it. That's what I was
yeah.
thinking. I wasn't getting I don't know. I just wasn't getting
No,
that vibe.
I don't get an angel vibe from this deck at all. So why they have it as angels, I don't know.
I
I
think
mean,
that is probably a remake of because he's going through the process of completely
yeah,
revamping all the decks he did with Doreen
yeah.
Virtue, right? That was her name, right? Doreen Virtue.
Yep.
Well, and a lot of the
So
pictures
I'm
have angels.
that's why that deck, I was like,
Well,
that
now
deck
that
looks
one,
familiar.
that
Yeah.
particular card, yeah, very angelic
And
looking.
and there's angels in almost all of them.
Oh, okay.
And like
I,
they're
I,
just
ju-
in the background.
I just couldn't see it up close, is what it was.
Yeah, like on the five of earth, there's the angel in the door.
Hmm.
Um, I don't see an angel there or there. The justice has wings.
Oh, yeah.
The star has wings.
Okay. Oh, by the
And the
way,
ace of air.
yeah. See, I was focusing on the figure in the front in a lot of those cards that didn't have wings. Michelle says, I'm sorry.
No,
Dan
no,
Dan asks to ask Michelle about that the hat monitor.
no,
It's a heart
no,
monitor,
don't.
not a hat monitor.
So I had to have a 3 day EKG, and they put wires all over my head,
Hmm.
and then they wrapped this gauze all around my head, all
Oh
underneath.
my God. You had to wear that for 3 days?
3 days. And
Then you
the
were like
wires,
Voldemort.
right? And then they had the wires here and here on my chest. So I had wires coming out here all down this box that I had to wear.
Oh,
It was horrible.
well, the one that I saw recently, it was just a couple, two or three leads, and there was a lightweight, like little tiny. It had a couple of wires, but it went to a tiny little box. I mean, not even a, you know, what they used to have, the big box on your belt and the
They
long
used to
leads.
be like
Yes.
this size. Those old ones used to be about the size of a
Yeah.
card.
But
Yep.
what they're doing now is it's a cell phone, and it wirelessly connects to this little tiny thing that has the couple leads coming off of it. Now, I don't know if that's the one they're going to send me or not, but she did mention
Wow.
cell phone. My dad wore one recently, and he got it at the cardiologist. Then when he was done, he was only on it for a few days, 3 to 10 days. It might have been 10 days. I can't remember. But when he was done, I had to drive all the way to the cardiologist and take it back. Well, the VA, they mail it out to you, and then you put it in a pouch and you mail it back. I
Oh,
like that
wow.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hat monitor, that is so hilarious. So
Ugh.
apparently we are not the only people that thought you were crazy.
Yeah, no, no.
Other people thought you were
Doctors
crazy
did
too.
too. Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
the,
they were checking for seizures.
the cards that I got for you were the cosmic womb, which is the
Ooh.
divine feminine, but basically it's saying, you're in the most fertile time of your life right now.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so to keep your heart open and be mindful of each step, and that you're supported obviously by the unseen. And then the next one was the wall. And this is so interesting because I pulled the same card in the same space when I just did my reading. And I buried it and shuffled it, and it still came up in the same place in the middle reading. And it's like it's talking about, you're going so fast and doing so many things and getting so much done that when you come up against an obstacle, you're so surprised that you're not quite sure what to do with yourself, and it kind of knocks you on your butt. But um, it's reminding you that that's just a temporary setback. Okay.
That's
And that
great.
yeah, and then this other one, this unmarked trail, which is an odd card. I like the colors in it, but I like the message, and it's the unmarked trail, and it's about revelation, and it's saying, you've already made your choice. And I love I was reading through the book, but the book specifically says you've already made your choice in your heart. You just have to accept it and quit fighting it, because you
Mm.
know you already know what you want to do, what's going to feel true to you. And again, it specifically mentions the universe has your back. So you've got two cards that are
Oh,
definitely saying the universe has your back. Um, but the unmarked trail is also, saying take a chance. And so what you know in your heart, why I think, might be why you're hesitating, is because you're maybe stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit. And it's saying that's okay to do that, because that's where we learn and grow. So that's what came up
thank you very
on
much.
my
Well,
deck.
you know what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to fast forward through the recording when we get done, and I'm going to listen to both of you all the way through again.
Right? I don't blame you.
Oh, by the
Well,
way,
yeah, because who doesn't want to hear my melodic voice over and over again?
uh,
I mean, okay, so here's something. Speaking about my voice, I know I have a very nasal voice. I always have, I always will. But
Yeah.
I called an automotive place because I'm still trying to get all the things fixed on my vehicles that were wrong when, that were broken when I didn't have any money. And I called one of the places and they're like, hi, this is, Brandy at blah, blah, blah. And I said, hi, this isn't, she goes, Charlotte, is that you? She had worked at she had worked at the place that delivers my propane. And
Oh,
she,
Goodness.
like, I only had to say like 3 words and she's like, Charlotte, is that you? And I'm like, good grief. I had that. I mean, I knew I was nasal, but I didn't realize I was that
mm,
distinctive, you know, soundbite signature. So yeah, that just happened like this week. But I was like, holy crap,
yeah.
that's funny. That's funny
So
stuff right there.
that is, so real quick, I wanted to mention Tanya had come in and asked for a reading. Tanya, go ahead and put your question in the chat because we were about to get out of here. But if you hurry up, we can uh, pull some cards for your question. If you just want a general, ask for a message from the universe, your angels, guides, whatever. Or if you have a specific question, type it in. Meanwhile, I have to mention some of the stuff going on in the chat. So Dan goes 11/01 2024 reduces to 2, but then to that 11. But he also mentioned that 10/31 2024 goes to a 13, reduces to 4 structure, so if we had had the show on Halloween, but I just thought it was funny how, like, see, this is why you have to be careful, not give Dan too much. You give him a little power, he goes nuts, so now he's doing all the numerology. But you know what I found funny also, he said after he talked about the hat monitor, he said, I might have a picture. But Michelle said, not if you want to sleep in the house, you don't, Dan. However, Michelle, I've got one for you. I found Dan's last X-ray.
Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. You found it.
Yeah,
Look, babe, he found your x-ray.
I found your X-ray.
So
Oh, oh, donuts.
uh,
Anyway, I got to save that because I always I always keep looking that one up, and I'm going to save it in my pictures. So I don't have to look it up anymore
right?
because I keep finding opportunities to use that picture.
That's perfect.
You know,
Uh,
every time every time something happened. Oh, like Doug, he had the thing with the head, and like they went up through the artery, and put stents in,
yeah. Yep.
and afterwards, some after he recovered, a week or so, um, we got over there to the Legion, and I showed everybody that picture. I was like, "Oh, look, here's his X-ray from after the operation." But yeah, I've used
Uh,
that at least half a dozen times. I just,
that's awesome.
yeah.
My One of my daughter-in-laws was in the hospital. She had kidney stones.
Mm-hmm.
So I got her a card that said, we hope you get better soon. Don't worry, it will pass. Painfully like a kidney stone, but it'll pass.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So Dan says, but Marge, I'm hungry. Dope. Tanya finally got her question in there. Who wants to pull cards for Tanya? It says, can I know what is something about initial V as in Victor that is hidden from me? Something about V that is hidden from me. Ooh, that's interesting.
Well, do you want to go since you haven't yet, Charlotte?
Yeah, we
I
need something
actually,
from.
yeah, actually took a guess and hoped it was going to be what does the universe want to know? And so I actually pulled cards for that question for her.
But that's
All
fine.
right. That's good.
It's
Yeah, it might be a message about V. Who knows?
it's kind of a cool. So, and
Oh, I got his name. She said Vion. Oh, wait, but now she retracted it.
Okay.
like
Vyom, like Viom or Vom, Viom.
the first one was again. This is a new card, Horseman, Herald of Change, and it's like so. Pay attention when this card comes up because it's like he's bringing good news and announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. So if you heed his warning, things will turn out well. I love this deck. The artwork is like, but you can see it's like, the horse is rearing up and she's got her, her veils and her ribbons are flying out behind her. And, you can tell she's not worried at all. She's just like, forward, charge. And then the second one I got, and this is so bizarre. So I got this card when I pulled for myself. I only pulled 3 cards for myself, and 2 have already shown up again in separate readings. So it must be something that people need to hear, but it's called In the Hand. Universe is your partner. And it basically is just saying trust in the universe. Because the universe has your back. That seems to be a common theme tonight. The universe has your back. And then again, this is a new one that's not been pulled. It's the beloved. So this might actually it's about the object of affection, radical acceptance, loving what is. So it's basically maybe not being too judgmental about whatever the initials were, and being willing to make compromises and knowing that everybody's not perfect. No, in fact, nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
And to be accepting of not only his perceived faults, but also of your own. And know that's, that's how pearls are made, with that little grain of sand that's imperfect. And then all of a sudden it turns into a beautiful pearl. So even though this card doesn't show that, but Jet. So anyway, but it also is a warning about don't be fooled by like false promises and stuff. So
Oh, yeah. I
that's
pulled
what
a
I got.
card too because I didn't know if you were gonna be ready or wanting to do that, and so I pulled.
Well, I just had those 3 cards out because I took
Yeah.
but there's a 50-50 chance it's going to be about romance or it's going to be a message from the universe. And since
Right.
I like message from the universe better, that's the chance
Well,
I took.
it speeds things up. You start getting the messages flowing before you even get the question. But I got the Hermit card, and I feel like if there's secret knowledge about him, the way she put it, can I know something about initial V? And we found out his name is Vion, like Vyom, Viom. I can't even pronounce it, but we'll just say V is in Victor. That is
I don't
hidden.
know French.
That is hidden from me. So if there's something that's hidden from you, it's the fact that he likes to retreat into his own little world. So that's good information to know.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be surprised. Anyway, I think that's it. We're gonna get out of here.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah.
she got 2 readings for the cost of one and one she didn't even ask for.
Yeah.
That's her lucky day.
Exactly. And
Well,
she's just getting it now because of the huge delay on YouTube. And she said, I see. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to put the coffee link up, psychic.cafe/coffee if you want to grab us a cup of coffee. Night all, great show. Yes, bye, Dan.
Yes.
Yay, bye, everybody. We'll see
night,
you
everybody.
on Saturday. Michelle's
Saturday.
Mystic Corner talking.
Woohoo!
What are we talking about again?
Halloween
Halloween
deck.
day.
Halloween decks. Yeah.
Halloween fun. Yes.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye, Michelle. Bye,
Bye,
Charlotte.
Dax. Bye, Charlotte.
Bye bye.
Yay.